Fun and fancy free. Full of fun and fancy free. That's the way I wanna be. I don't let my troubles trouble me. Fancy free, full of fun. Got no time to worry none. Too busy singing in the sun, sweet sun. If you should have a chronic ache, pills won't make you strong. The only tonic you should take is a teaspoonful of salt. So if you'd really like to be happy-go-lucky just like me, drown your frowns, my friend, and you'll see that you'll be full of fun and fancy free. Come along, lend an ear, see it for yourself. Meet a guy who's got a song, troubles are on the shelf. He's so happy all the live long day, living life the simple way, knowing it's the only way to be. Just full of fun and play.
A man said to the universe, "Sir, exist." However, replied the universe, "the fact is not created in me a sense of obligation." Stephen Crane wrote those words over 100 years ago, but he meant them for us.
When we were babies, we have lungs and a voice to demand that the world revolve around us. Somewhere, somehow, we begin to realize that the smiles and frowns we see and the laughter and tears we hear belong to other beings who operate independently from us.
Other beings who may or may not hold for us a sense of obligation.
And then one day, we realize that it's we alone who hold an obligation to ourselves and our actions.
An amazing collection of muscles.
Still stretching out,
As rich and feeling as a
lion,
Flower,
a fuzzy little gnome.
We can turn a city into a playground, and a desert into a palace.
It is we alone who stand before the universe and shout at its great shaggy head. Its terrible, but at the same time wonderful eyes.
The moment is frightening, challenging, full of despair and hope.
It's our one great chance to grab and hang on to, or to let go.
We're all alive, growing. The teenage body is a universe still in the primitive stages of exploration.
Weird.
Gross.
Desperate.
Totally hot. Look at these zits.
These clothes.
This hair.
This bod.
I could color it.
Use some proactive.
Get a new skirt.
Little aftershave.
Cut it. Curl it.
Comb it, yeah. Use some more proactive.
Get a new sweater.
Some more proactive.
Another blouse. Shoes. Socks.
Nah. My face looks like a pepperoni pizza.
Weird.
Millions of people in this world, and I had to get this hair.
Gross.
I might as well wear a sign that says, "My mother dresses me."
Desperate.
Guys, we're gonna be late for school. I look good. I hope.
I don't see how you can just suddenly turn yourself into another person. You spent 17 years becoming who you are.
I spent 17 years speaking when spoken to, making good grades, and not making waves. And absolutely no one knows who I am. I'm nothing. Less than nothing because even the zeros get noticed.
You want attention? Pull a fire alarm during pep rally.
I want to walk down these halls and have all the guys stare at me. I want the popular girls to invite me to their parties. I want to be someone.
This school is not the world.
It's our world.
We graduate in the spring. Then we can go anywhere and be anything we want. We don't even remember the 4 lousy years we spent here.
Oh, yes, we will. Everyone remembers high school. My mother told me. She remembers every hour of every day she spent in high school. She was a prom queen and a cheerleader. There's half a page in the yearbook just about her.
The woman peaked at 17. That leaves a lot of years for your pom-poms to molt.
Maybe you really don't care. Or maybe you do and you're just covering it up. But not me. Not anymore. I've got a plan. I've been working on it all summer. I'll come to school looking like this. Hit the John, then... What do you think?
I think your mother will kill you if she finds out you're changing clothes in school.
Well, too bad. It's not like when she was young. You don't score by being the nice sister, the sweetest anymore. If my mother wants me to be popular, she'll have to pay the price.
All right, so nobody knows my name. So I won't be voted cutest girl in the senior class. It doesn't matter. I'm a late bloomer. My dad told me so. He said everyone in his family is a late bloomer. He said he didn't hit his stride until his 30s, and now look at him. Why, he's... Well, maybe it'll be different for me. After all, I've got a plan too. I'm gonna be someone where it really counts. Out there, in the real world. I am woman, right? The possibilities are unlimited. I could be a soap opera actress, or a game show hostess, or one of those women in the commercials, the ones with the fluffy hair and the thin thighs who wear satin lingerie at night and run big corporations during the day. And then I'll hit the talk shows. There I'll be, chatting up with Chelsea and Leno and Ellen and Wendy, cracking jokes in front of 100 zillion people. And when they ask about high school, I know just what I'll say. Shove it up the nose, Dwight D. Eisenhower High. See, none of this really matters, because I've got plans too. And if they don't work out, at least they'll get me through the day.
Kevin! Gee, how are ya?
iPod.
Great.
How you doing?
Me too!
Yesterday.
Not yet, but I hear it's fantastic.
When did you get yours?
Designer jeans too.
How come you're just using them now?
Oh man, the guitar!
Hugs and Doug's in Lincoln Center.
On your iPod already?
Fabulous.
They got it so soon?
How are you doing?
Thursday.
Yeah, but I'm okay now.
A leather jacket and a roach clip Adam Levine from Maroon 5 use.
On top of that, Chopin.
Oh man, it's so hard to walk in a straight line.
Just after I blew up and told them they're out of it completely.
I'm really not hungry, but thanks anyway.
Next present I opened is this. I felt like a creep.
Yogurt and a monster, so I'm really not hungry.
Nah, never heard of them. Any good?
Same to you.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they give it to you better.
Last year I got this sweater.
Nah, I'm hot with this music.
Algebra class.
Where are you going?
You're not in my class.
It's French.
I gotta run. I'm late.
Wait, what are you listening to? Is it that bad?
They're cool, you know? I mean, I can talk to them about anything. They're never shocked. They just hug me and say, I'm so glad you could share this with me. Remember hippies? You know, guys with braids and girls with tons of long flowing hair with daisies in it and non-electric guitars and weddings in Meadows and words like groovy and peace. Well, that's what my parents are like. Although they're not that old, so I guess you could call them hippie descendants. They're always interested in my ideas. They praise everything I do. There's hardly any room left on the kitchen walls from drawings I did in kindergarten. When I smiled at a puppy in a window, they bought me something they called Doggy Lulu, who they loved almost as much as me until the second time he bit me. Then they took him to a psychiatrist who advised termination. So I never reacted to any cats for fear I'd suddenly be sharing my home with something called Kitty Woo Woo. I could always bring home anyone I wanted. Even Dervish Mackenzie, who loved to play with axes. When he turned their antique rocking chair into wood chips, all they said was he needed a better outlet for his creative impulses. When I told them I liked gluing the chips back into a rocker, they laughed for 20 minutes and told everybody I was this genius stand-up comic. One time, I slipped and alluded to some curiosity about sex, and first they sat me on their knee, and then they took me to the zoo, and I was so grossed out by what the monkeys were doing, I haven't kissed anybody to this day. At least, that's what I tell them, because I don't want their enthusiasm pouring all over my first smooch experience. But I'm not complaining. Like I said, my parents are great, they're cool, and I appreciate it, because I know a lot of kids aren't exactly growing up in the same atmosphere. But something weird happened last night. Scary, sort of, and I woke up shaking and I couldn't get back to sleep for hours. I dreamed my mother was Robin Williams, and I was being helplessly pulled into the wrinkles of her life-embracing Let's Have Fun Forever smile, and she was wearing my gym shorts and dancing around with my report card, and then there was this huge party where her and a bunch of other people popped out of a huge in the shape of me cake and started licking my ears, nose, and kneecaps. So, I'm sort of apprehensive to go to bed tonight. You know what I mean? But I know if I get tired looking with circles under my eyes, they're going to persist in their sweet way to figure out what's bothering me. And I just can't tell them about this. My mother will get all self-conscious again about that. Who the hell can see it anyway? Almost invisible mustache he has, and I don't dare go to sleep yet. If I know my father, he'll show up as Ellen DeGeneres.